Well, it appears that J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series has become such a cultural icon that we're now seeing characters from it literally come to life. Back in 2019, Vivian Gomez, a woman based in Colorado Springs, raised a huge alarm after she claimed that she had seen footage of a creature that seemed to look suspiciously like Dobby the Elf, the popular character from the Harry Potter movies. And to make things even more interesting, she literally presented proof. As Vivian would explain, the creature had opened a door at her home and had come out. Then it sauntered onto the driveway and did a quick frolic before vanishing into the dead of night. Sadly for her, she was unable to actually find additional footage of her CCTV camera because it was limited. My camera only goes for 10 seconds, so it just cut off at that point. Now, I know that you can't blame the camera at this point, but I really wish that it had just stayed for a little while longer. Some people claim that the figure could have been Vivian's 9-year-old son, Bobby, just goofing around. But considering that the figure looked really lanky and had very both legs, I would doubt it. Perhaps the derby is real after all. Number 18. The Great Ghostly. Now, if you're a fan of literature and classic films, then you probably were a fan of The Great Gatsby, the magnum opus of F. Scott Fitzgerald. The book is one of the best-selling titles of all time, and it was also adapted into one of the most entertaining movies of our time, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire. While many of us have been thrilled by The Great Gatsby, one of the most intriguing characters in the film was, of course, Daisy Buchanan. She was the leading lady in the movie, and many believe that her character was influenced by Ginevra King, a socialite that lived between 1898 and 1980, and who was rumored to have had an affair with Fitzgerald. In 2018, a woman named Christy Ranieri was on a walk close to the summer house owned by King when she spotted something strange. As she would explain, she had stopped to take a selfie when she got home and examined the picture. And what do you know? There was something that looked like a ghost peeking out behind her. As Christy would explain, that can only be the ghost of Ginevra King, showing that she still is very much roaming around the world. I have my doubts, but I'd sure love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments section down below. Number 17. Aching for a haircut. Now, normally, if you go in for a haircut, you know what to expect. People like you seated in front of mirrors getting their hair done. But on this day, I don't think the guys at this particular salon expected what they got. This clip taken back in 2010 shows the moment that something truly spooky happened at a hair salon. According to the salon's owner, he had actually been a bit skeptical about installing cameras, but ended up being glad that he did. You'll notice that the entire salon, only a woman is getting her hair done with 2 seats being empty. And then if you take a good look at the chair in the distance with the dark blue cape, with oh shit, oh no, this is just, oh now. I mean, first of all, the chair raised up by itself as if someone had stood up from it, and then the cape kind of shrinks inside instead of falling down. The entire thing was crazy enough to scare the guy sitting close to it. And to be honest, I would be out of there as well if it were me.
Oh shit, oh hell to the no. Hell no. Did you just, oh shit, oh hell no.
Number 16, the thirsty ghost. You know that feeling when you've been saying something to someone, but no one ever believes you until you show them proof. Well, you can only imagine how vindicated this woman must have felt when she finally caught some paranormal activity in her home on camera. Back in 2012, Donna Ayres began raising an alarm about the different weird activities around her house that included and especially the fact that things were seemingly moving on their own. Looking to really nail the proof, she decided to take a video recording, and right on cue, she captured something literally in her kitchen that decided to move a cup.
Oh my gosh. The surface isn't wet or anything, it's all dry, so there's no reason for it to be moving.
Oh my gosh, the surface isn't wet or anything, it's all dry. So there's no reason for it to be moving. To cover any bias, Donna did show underneath the platform where the cup was to reveal that there was nothing there. So the question remains, what on earth was actually moving that cup? According to the lady, that she was being haunted by her late brother. If that is the case, I wonder if the guy's just thirsty in the great beyond or something.